Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. So, today our topic is question tags. Yes, children, this is a very interesting topic, and today we are going to learn a lot of rules with regards to this topic. So, make sure that you're going to sit with a notebook, pen, and your grammar textbook as well. So, yes, children, without wasting much time, let us quickly start with our session. Now, what is a question tag? A question tag is a common practice in conversation to make a statement and ask for confirmation. I repeat, children, it is a common practice in conversation to make a statement and ask for confirmation. Okay, now the next point. Question tags are short questions. I repeat, question tags are short questions that are added to the end of the main sentence. Yes, so these are the short questions, children, which are added to the end of the main sentences. Now, children, we will quickly do one example over here. Now, the sentence is, you are Brandon, aren't you? Yes. Now, aren't you is a short question which is being added after the sentence, right? So, this particular short question is nothing but question tag. Now, let us see what is the answer. Yes, I haven't seen you before. Have I? Okay. Now, have I is again a short question which is being added after your complete sentence. Now, this was the first point. Now, one more important point over here is, children, if you check both these sentences properly, we will come to know that you are Brandon. This is a positive sentence, right? Okay. However, the short question which has been asked is asked in a negative way, aren't you? Right? Okay. Now, this particular sentence, yes, I haven't seen you before. I haven't seen you before is a negative sentence. Now, question tag is been added with a positive way which says, have I? Right? So, yes, children, that means in question tag, whenever your statement is positive, the question tag will be in a negative form. And when your particular statement is in a negative form, then your question tag will be in a positive form. All right. So make sure you're going to note down all these rules properly. So don't worry, children, we will quickly go ahead with the rules right now. So now when do we use a question tag? Yes. Now the question tag can be used, children, when we want to confirm whether something is true or not. Now, second point, when we want someone to get involved in conversation or when we seek a response. Then, it is also been used to emphasize the statement made by the speaker. So, these are the points, children, when we can use a question tag. So, now, children, some important points which you are supposed to note down. Yes, the first point is if a statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. And if the statement is negative, the question tag will be positive. Now, the subject of the question tag is always a pronoun, never a noun. And the last one is the full stop in the main sentence changes into comma. Now, how we are going to do all these things? Don't worry, children. We will go ahead and check few examples. Now, let us check this, children. If a statement is positive, then let's see what happens. Now, your first statement over here is, it is truly amazing. Now, this is a positive statement. It says it is truly amazing. Now, whenever we come across a positive statement, what will be the question tag, children? Of course, it's going to be a negative question tag, right? So over here, your answer will be, it is truly amazing, isn't it? Right. So isn't it is your correct answer. Now, how to follow this, children? Now, there is something called as contraction. So do you know, children, these are the words which are the contractions. So, can and plus not will become cannot, that is can't, right? Then did and not will become didn't. Okay. Similarly, is and not will become isn't. So these are the rules that we are going to follow. So is your auxiliary verb, and plus not, that is the contraction word, and plus it, so that gives you isn't it. So your correct answer over here will be isn't it, right? Now if you check over here properly, children, what we have done is we have removed the full stop from here, and that particular full stop we have changed into comma, and then we have added the question tag, right? So the full stop of the sentence changes into a comma, and then the question tag is inserted, right? Okay, now the next one. Now there is a negative sentence. If the statement is negative, then what happens, children? Now let us check. They aren't pretty. Okay, this is a negative sentence. Now whenever there is a negative sentence, the question tag will be always in a positive form, right? So over here the correct answer is they aren't pretty, are they? Right? Okay, yes. So now over here are is going to be the auxiliary verb and they will be the subject. So we are going to add are and they together. So your question tag will be are they, right? Okay. Let's go through few more examples for more clarification. It's raining. Okay. It's raining, isn't it? Now, it's raining is a positive statement, isn't it? This is a short question, that's a question tag which has been asked in a negative way, right? Next one. You aren't busy. Are you? Right. Now, aren't busy is again a negative statement. Over here, your question tag will be in a positive way. Next. She can swim well. This is a positive statement, children. So now, what will be your question tag? Can't she? Right. Next one. Mohan doesn't work hard. So this is a negative statement. What will be the question tag, children? Does he? Right? Okay. So now we will go ahead with further rules. Now, children, carefully let us go through these sentences. Jaya dances like a peacock. Answer is Jaya dances like a peacock, doesn't she? Okay, this was a positive sentence and we gave the question tag in a negative way. Next one. Meera doesn't like to play. Answer. Meera doesn't like to play. Does she? Okay. Now, as you know, Meera doesn't like to play is a negative statement. We have given a question tag in a positive way. Next one. Children always like to play. Answer. Children always like to play, don't they? Right. Next one. Sita did not work hard for examination. Sita did not work hard for examination, did she? Right? Okay. So now, children, we will just understand why these particular words are having does, did, right? So let us check what is the rule for this particular statement. Now, children, in all these sentences, if you check properly, there are no helping verbs. Okay. Now, what do you mean by helping verbs, children? Helping verbs means those verbs which helps the main verb to extend its meaning. So, these words could be something like, are, was, were, been, being, right? So, if you check these particular sentences properly, there are no helping verbs, and that is the reason we need to use the forms like do, does, or did. Now, children, there are few sentences which are in present simple tense, right? And there are few sentences which were in past simple tense. Now, if you check, there was one sentence, Sita did not work hard for examination, right? So, over there, we had to use did. The reason is it was in past simple form. So the correct answer was Sita did not work hard for examination, did she? Right? Okay, so I'm very sure now you are clear with all these rules. Now, children, let us check one more rule. Now, there is one statement over here. The old man has become blind. Okay, the old man has become blind. So the question tag will be hasn't he? Right? Now, if we check this particular sentence, has over here is a helping verb. What it is, children? Has is a helping verb. So whenever a sentence is having has in the form of a helping verb, then the question tag will be hasn't he or hasn't she, right? Okay, so let us go to one more example of has. The second sentence is Saroj has 3 pens. Okay, now over here has is not your helping verb, children. Over here has is your main verb, and that is the reason over here we will use a question tag doesn't she, right? So understand, whenever has will come as a main verb, then you have to use doesn't she or doesn't he, right? But however, whenever has is been used as a helping verb, then we have to use the question tag like hasn't he or hasn't she. Depends on the sentence. Let us understand one more important rule. When a sentence begins with there is or there are, we use there in the question tag as well. Now let us check how. Your first sentence is there is a mistake in his verb. Now this is a positive statement. So of course, what will be your question tag, children? A negative one. So it is going to be isn't there, right? Okay. Now your next sentence is there are no fiction books in my bookshelf. So now this is a negative statement. So your question tag will be positive. So it's going to be are there, right? So now if you come across any sentences with there is or there are, then your question tag will definitely have there. Understand? So this is one of your important rule. Make sure that you make a note of this particular rule as well. Now children, let us go ahead with one more rule. Now when the sentences are without an auxiliary, so we need to supply an auxiliary verb in the question tag. Okay, so now children, what do you mean by auxiliary verb? As we know, these are the verbs which helps the main verb to describe the action. So these are the words which could be something like was, were, be, is, are, right? So now if you come across sentences which doesn't have an auxiliary verb, so don't worry children, we need to supply one auxiliary verb in the question tag. Now let us check this particular example. Meera looks happy today. Okay, now looks is basically your main verb, isn't it? So this particular verb is in the present tense, right children? So what will be your question tag? Of course, your question tag will be does, right? But however, this particular sentence is a positive sentence. So your question tag will change to a negative question tag. So over here, your correct answer will be doesn't she? So Meera looks happy today, doesn't she? Right? So this is going to be your correct answer. Now, children, what if your sentence is in a past tense? Now let us take one example. Meera looked happy yesterday. Now looked over here is a verb, children, and looked is a past tense, right? This particular action was done in the past tense. So we will use did over here. Now Meera looked happy yesterday is a positive statement. Of course children, then your question tag will be in a negative form. So your question tag will be didn't she, right? So this is going to be a correct answer. Now children, one more important rule. When the sentence is imperative. Now what do you mean by imperative sentence, children? The sentence which is used to convey a command or a request, right? So One example of imperative sentence could be something like bring me a glass of water. Okay. So now children, I have given you one example. Post this letter for me. So the first important thing what you're going to check in this sentence is what is the main verb. Now the main verb in this particular sentence is post, right? Now once you come across the main verb, we know the reason we are going to use will over here is it is an imperative sentence. Because it is an imperative sentence, we have to use will. That's the second point. Now you can make a question tag either in negative or a positive form, but make sure after will you are going to use one pronoun. That's your one more rule. What is it, children? After your will you are going to use one pronoun. Now let us see how to frame this particular question tag. Now post this letter for me. Okay. Now this is an imperative sentence. Of course we will use will over here. After will we can use you also as it is a pronoun. So this is a positive question tag, right? Post this letter for me. Will you? Right? Second way, you can make a negative question tag as well. How to do that? Post this letter for me. Won't you? Okay. Now, of course, will not will change to won't, right? And after that, we have to use you. So these are the rules you have to make sure whenever you are going through an imperative sentence. First thing, check the verb. Then make sure that you are going to use will. After will, you will use a pronoun. And you can frame this particular question tag in either negative or a positive form. Now children, we will quickly do the activity from your textbook of grammar. So make sure that you all are on page number 74. And yes, you will write the correct answer in your notebook and we will just check whether your answers are correct or not. So your first statement is, it is lovely day. Second, you did not complete your project. Third, the car is not there in the car park. Next, Rani goes to school by bus. Next, I am not going at cycling. Okay. Now, I'm very sure you have added a question tag after each statement. Let me check how many of you have done this correctly. Now, your correct answer is, it is a lovely day, isn't it? Okay. Now, as we know, children, this was a positive statement and we have changed the question tag into a negative one, right? Next, you did not complete your project, did you? Okay, again a negative sentence. We have changed to a positive question tag. Next, the car is not there in the car park. Car is not there in the car park, is it? Right? So this is your correct answer. Annie goes to school by bus, doesn't she? That's your correct answer. Next, I'm not going at cycling. Am I? Right? Now children, we will check with few more sentences from page number 75. We can express our feelings, experiences and deepest thoughts with our friends. Next, tell your friends what you like about them. Next, they were caught. Now let us check what is the correct answer, children. We can express our feelings, experiences and deepest thoughts with our friends, can't we? Next one. Tell your friends what you like about them. Now children, this is an imperative sentence. So as we know, when we come across an imperative sentence, you know the rule. So as per the rule, the question tag could be will you or won't you. Okay. Next, they were caught. Weren't they? Right? So these are the correct question tags. Now, people are really good at heart. You can add your question tag over here. He always answered. Okay. Now children, let us check what is the correct answer. People are really good at heart. So the correct question tag is aren't they? Next, he always answered. Okay, so the correct question tag is didn't he? So now children, this was the part 1. So today we are going to stop here, and there are a few more activities which we will continue in the next session. But make sure that you're going to go through all the rules and practice all the rules. The reason is, unless and until you practice, children, it's not possible for us to go ahead and go through the next activities. So till we meet you next time, children, take care. Bye bye.